Hi guys, so today I am coming to you with a tutorial and we are making little clay bumblebees. Little fella that we're going to be making today. They are so cute, so dainty. Make these in whatever size or shape that you would like, but I'm just showing you exactly how to make this little guy. So first we're going to start with a piece of yellow clay. I'm using the colour Lemon from Fimo, but also Sunflower from Fimo is quite a nice bumblebee colour as well. I just wanted mine a bit brighter for spring. Now I've run this piece of clay through the pasta machine at number 2. I'll use the Atlas 150, but this is just reference for the size of the bumblebee. So if you want bigger, go for bigger. So I'm going to be using this red circle cutter. You can get these from Amazon. These are always sort of sold in a basic kit. I would definitely recommend getting one because it's really handy. I bought these over 4 years ago and they're still going strong. So this is just a normal circle cutter and I am just cutting a circle out of it. And that is the size that I'm going to use for my bumblebee. So all I'm going to do now is pick up that circle, roll it into a ball, drop the ball and run it through my fingers like this on the table. Sizes don't really matter at this point. Now bear in mind, this yellow clay picks up so much dust, dirt and particles. We're not going to worry about that at this stage. But once they're baked, that's when I will remove it with some acetone and a cotton bud. So at this stage you should have a shape like this. Now what you want to do is get some black clay. I have cut it up into strips. So all you need to do is roll it through the pasta machine. I would do as thin as possible. Grab a little X-Acto knife and just run it through the clay like this. So we're making a super thin line like that. You can use an extruder as well, but this is just an easier way of doing it. And then you pick up the strip and you've got a black strip. Now if you're doing a bigger bee, you can actually just use this strip and wrap it around, but because mine are so tiny, I need the thinnest strip possible. So I'm now just going to roll the clay through my fingers like a little snake, do it quite thin and try and make it as even as possible throughout. Pop a piece of the black clay on like so and just wrap it all the way around the clay like that. Once you get to the point where you started, you can just cut it with your knife like that. And then you want to grab it again and do the same thing again. Try and keep the line as straight as possible. But as you can see, these are tiny, so it's a little bit difficult to get perfect. But you know what? That's the point of handmade clay, is that it can't always be perfect. So this is what we're working with so far. Now you could leave it there, but I'm actually going to run it through my fingers onto the board. And when you do that, it just imprints the black onto the yellow. Then you want to grab a white piece of clay, run it through the pasta machine again on number 2. And I'm going to use this smaller cutter here. Now you want to cut a circle into the white clay, grab your X-Acto knife and cut it in half. Try and get it as in half as possible and then you can separate them. So once you've got your bumblebee like this, you want to grab half of the white clay and add it on top of the bumblebee like that. And you want to do that again for the other side. So this is now what we're working with. We are almost done. What you want to do now is grab a pin and pop it into the top of the bee like this. Then you can move the bee around freely now whilst it's on the pin. It makes it much easier to work with, especially when we're about to add the eyeballs. Now I'm going to use this small ball point tool and I'm just going to dip it into some black liquid clay. I'm going to do the lightest dip, not too much, and just paint the eyes onto the bee. Like that. And there you have it. There's your bumblebee all complete. It can be a little bit fiddly at first, and don't be afraid to try it out multiple times. It can take a lot of practice. I've even been sitting here practicing a lot, so Don't think because you can't do it first time that you're going to give up. Make sure you keep trying because it's definitely worth it at the end. And just see it as a little therapeutic task. Now, obviously, there's so much that you can do with that bead. You can turn it into anything. You can do it jewelry. You can do like hair accessories, whatever you want. You can pop it on a pin. You can just use it as a little desk pal. Whatever you want, that is how you make your little clay bumblebee. If you want to make a bigger piece, every step that I've shown you, just double it, triple it, whatever you need. I really hope this helps, and let me know in the comments if you've got any questions, and let me know if you want a tutorial on anything else. I am happy to make it for you. Also, if you do use this tutorial and make a bumblebee, make sure you tag me on your socials so I can see. Instagram, TikTok, Shorts, whatever. Make sure you tag me so I can see what you create. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!